wins
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until the
touchdown, Vikings! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Keep going,
and he will
running,
take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Washington 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 46. Go.
They'll set up a throw.
Got to do better. Come on, QB.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 9 now. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Dragon 60. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Bring it.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work. And
he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Get it together, defense. 18,
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
My 52. 19 tight. 19 tight. No, check.
Back to throw.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Toward the pylon, caught. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Got a man, it's Brown. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taking it all the way down to the 8. A big play there just before halftime.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway.
Touchdown! Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Washington 24.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run it again with Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Here we go.
47, Mike. 47.
Buffalo 18. Bound to lose one. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
He'll look to throw. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Mike 5-4. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, go.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
46 to Mike. 46.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Washington at 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Man, I got you.
Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Viking 18. 19 Lion. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Thomas has it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Mike 22. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Handoff comes to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 47. 60. 47.
Let's set a tone.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Tight end's right.
Cook following the penalty. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
46. 7 Pirates. Go.
On first down, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch 54.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Mike's 5-4.
Watch twist. Street. Twist. Bang, 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 bang. Set, tempo, set. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
54's Mike. Check.
Gibson again. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ready, break. Mike 54. 19 tight.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hogan 19.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, we got 3 extra.
A handoff for Gibson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go.
They'll run. It's Gibson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
70 Timberwolf. Warriors 70.
Hey, watch Sam.
They're going to look to throw. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
Ready. Mike 54 to Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man, that's trash. That's Cup 19. Mike 54. All right, D, let's try. All right, D.
Mike's 5'4".
He'll drop to throw.
Watch the pass.
Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
You don't want none. You don't want none.
Got it. Ready? 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. He's crashing. He's trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Slide for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 48, Vikings 41.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
So we got man. Mike 19. Mike 19.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 45 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes this Washington 55, Vikings 41.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, check that. Mike 19, Mike 60 Maverick.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. 19 Lion.
Focus, defense, focus.
4-7's a Mike. 4-7's a Mike.
I got him. Ready, go.
Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready up. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Mike's 22. Mike's 22.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the jump. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Time to go. Night. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm trying to collect. Ready.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans.